If you'd like to get early access to more videos like this and help decide what you'd like to see next, please consider joining the Patreon. The link is in the description. Hello everyone. A few years ago, I started looking into the artists of the Railway series as I wanted to make little biographies of them and hopefully find out some new information about their connection to the Audreys, Sodor and their own work. I would still dearly like to complete this someday, but with lots of different projects ongoing, this one fell by the wayside. This video is about the first illustrator the series ever had, William Middleton, who provided illustrations for early copies of the 3 railway engines 80 years ago this month. If you're not familiar with these, I have a video with a look at an early edition of the book. There will be a link to this in the description. At one point, a few years ago, I was made aware that the user called Clickclacktrack was undergoing a similar project. I recommend you watch his video on William Middleton too, as his research and mine overlapped a little, and so I don't want to make a repeat video. I'll only summarise the information he has already released. William Middleton was born to William and Emma on the 15th of December 1891 and was one of 6 children. He worked as a lithographic artist in Leicester and married Florence Orton, with whom he had a son, John Hubert Middleton, and another child, Renee, who died before him. William Middleton himself died on August 12, 1978. He was 86. Although his work as the main Railway series illustrator was short-lived, there is something of Middleton's that lives on throughout many of the other illustrations. I'm not talking about the incorrect depiction of Henry here, or the wrong Ballyhoo tunnel shape. I'm talking about the scenery of Sodor, which is heavily based on Leicestershire. After William Middleton, C. Reginald Dalby, John T. Kenny, and Clive Spong also have links to Leicester or Leicestershire, and their wonderful rustic backgrounds of the illustrations are a sense of continuity in the world of Sodor. After Brittlecroft and her company started to produce the Thomas TV show, there was a mad rush to find out if there were any rights belonging to, or any money owed to William Middleton, or the original illustrator for Thomas the Tank Engine, Reginald Payne. The production crews never managed to track down the relatives of these men, but in recent years both Clickclacktrack and I have been able to. Reginald Payne died without children, but William Middleton does have surviving family. I've managed to contact them and ask more about him. They have told me that he was well remembered in their family, but they've not gone into any further detail than that. Another person who has memories of William Middleton is Reverend T. Robin Martin. He remembers William Middleton, who he called Uncle Bill, as being a friend of his grandfather in a piece featured in the Leicester Mercury paper and reproduced on the Thomas the Tank Engine collectibles blog. He stated that William Middleton did not think the books would be a success due to the steam engines being rather old and dirty, and so did not put much effort in. I managed to contact Father Robin directly, and he was kind enough to respond. It turns out that I live near where he met his wife, and he actually taught at my girlfriend's primary school. Small world, huh? Wouldn't like to paint today. Anyway, Father Robin revealed that Bill Middleton was a young friend of his grandfather, Tom Johnson, and Bill and Tom would often play cards and smoke cigars together with their friends. Bill's wife, Florence, was apparently unwell and not able to leave home. He was friends with Robin's Aunt Dorothy, known to the family as George, and the two of them would often take young Robin out in the 1940s and 50s, as Bill had a car, which was not very common at the time. He remembers he was often left in the back seat with a ginger beer, while Bill and George were going to the pub, something that was common at the time. His studio was on Halford Street in Leicester, above Mr. Williams' glass and china shop. Father Robin remembers that Bill Middleton thought the stories about trains would not catch on as they were dirty and smelly, and it seems that his interest may have been more in cars. Father Robin remembers that he owned a Model C 410, and in the 1950s bought a brand new Ford console with a flat dash, then traded it in 4 years later for a Mark I console with a curved dash. He remembers Bill Middleton as being about 5'5", with dark hair and a medium build, a big smile, a long chin and a hooked nose. He remembers Bill helped out when George was diagnosed with advanced tuberculosis, and may have been a lodge member alongside his grandfather. It was lovely to hear these little insights into the nice sort of person William, or Bill, Middleton was. It would be lovely to find out more about him, but for now, it's great to hear he is well remembered by his family and friends. His most famous work has turned 80 this year, and I hope one day more of his art can be found. Thanks for watching everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the Patreon like these fine folk to help pick the next video subject, get early access to new content and help support the channel.